It's 94.4 Spice FM. Yolanda Mulwa is my name. The show is Sugar and Spice, a little sweet, a little spicy. And today we got a message. We're going to be discussing a message we got from one of you yesterday. I promised to keep your identity private for obvious reasons. But I'll try and read the message in part. Where? See, female bosses. This one. Ding, 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 ding. Zero. Yani, this is horrible. So apparently this guy was saying that I'm working in a company, but my boss keeps on telling me to have an affair with her. And if not, she will tell my fiance that I'm doing that thing with her. You know what thing? And also, she sacked me. Now what do I do? That was the question. So this is very horrific. What do you do when your boss is making advances to you? First of all, I think that you have to be, when your boss is making advances at you, you have to, don't flat back. 1A. Do not flat back. Do not flat back. But you're protected by the Kenyan law. And as per the Kenyan law and HR, yes, I know my HR sometimes listens. Any organization that has more than 10 people must go through training. Yes. So that you can understand the role that you play as a boss. And so that you cannot, you're trained on gender and your roles and the clear, what are they called? The clear demarcations, so the lines that you're not supposed to cross, because sexual harassment is prohibited in any institution. So if you have any evidence and this is what I keep saying, if you feel like your boss is very sexual with you, stop having verbal conversations with them. If you must, record. I know it's gross, it's Sonkor-esque, but record. Just record on your phone, very good audio, and you can take that guy to the cleaners, you can take that lady to the cleaners, and most importantly, you can teach that person a lesson so that they don't do it to somebody else. Because sometimes people think it's about money. It's not about money. It's not about at all. It's not about money. It's this person just learning that you cannot treat people in the office space the way you feel like. So yes, I've told you, have a recording of your allegations and this person sexually harassing you. And I'm hoping there's verbal words. It's not them trying to touch you. And if they do, I hope you have CCTV in your office. So please try and speak to them in public places. Don't be in situations where you're sitting just the two of you. In this case, because a lot of times we assume that it is women who are sexually harassed in the workplace and not the men are, immune to this situation and issue. No. The men have it rough as well. There's women who also can't, I don't know how to say it, keep it in their pants too. So record. Please, before even getting to recording, you have to have a conversation respectfully. That is still your boss, and tell them how you feel about the advances they're making at you. Tell them there's no room for that in your life. You don't tolerate that kind of behavior. They should not play in your face. They can go and play elsewhere, anywhere but your face. Yeah, but be very respectful. If your verbal warning to your boss to stop the advances is not enough, then you can put it on email. When you speak to them one-on-one directly and you do an email, we've had this conversation before, but the other time it was a lady who was being sexually harassed by a male higher up. So if you speak to them one-on-one, now the next email, you must CC HR. And in fact, before even getting to doing a second email to CCHR, I believe in being cordial and giving things some, like wine, all things, just let them breathe a little. Go to HR physically, have a one-on-one, they'll advise you best. If they don't take you seriously, we've seen a case of a teacher in a national school being accused over the weekend. By the way, that was the conversation on the socials. Oh, this guy, CU leader and a teacher at a very prestigious school in our country. The girls talked about sometimes you go to another teacher and you're not believed. You go to the head teacher, you're not believed. Even in the workplace, sometimes it plays out the same. You go to HR, maybe they don't believe you. And not because they don't like you, maybe not because anybody singled you out. There's no proof. There's no evidence. There's plausible deniability. So that's the reason why I'm saying you must make sure that you have evidence to back your claims. Because at the same time, there's also people who lie about things like these to maybe destroy someone's reputation and whatnot. So make sure you have all your ducks in a row. You've done warning shot ya kwanza, verbal. Warning shot ya pili, uandike kwa email. Go and speak to someone higher up that you trust and HR. Make sure you guys all are on the same page about the issue that's going on. If your organization does not protect you, does not take action against this person who is, or maybe you work for a business person, a sole proprietor, and they are king, this is a business run by a family or the person who is the perpetrator, then you need to go lawyer up and take this person to court. Yes, I believe sometimes when all else fails, you just have to take the legal route. It feels like it's such a muzungu thing to do. I always feel like it's the right thing to do because, the law is not going to spare this person. The law is it might take a while. It might cost you something. But to me, it's always a matter of principle. It always boils down to principle. That is very wrong to use your stature, your position to force someone. And in this guy's case, this chick has gone on to even threaten him. This is bad. This is so bad. Imagine dudes don't go through this. And I hope you have a good support system around you because it can't be easy going through that. Pole sana. And can't wait to hear from you and what you have to say about this one. Help a brother out. And also, if you want to talk about your personal issues on radio, 40127, text me and tell me, give me your 2 cents about this. And also, let's discuss what's also going on in your life. Yolanda Mulwa here on Sugar and Spice, a little sweet, a little spicy. Hey, dudes have it rough because just let's be honest, by the time someone is even writing to a radio station, that means when you go and tell your boys, what do your boys tell you? It's you smash, kwani nini? Ama, what do your boys tell you? Sometimes, like, I would do anything to be a fly in the wall when, like, dudes are having such conversations. Yes, so our friend from Kisumu is being hit on. Their boss is making advances at them. Advances that are obviously not wanted if we're discussing it here. And I was just telling them that they need to assess the situation. Also make sure it's not in your head. Do you know many people in our country also assume that being over-friendly is you marking? Where? I'm like, kukwenyu watu ni wakali. I want to hear from you shortly. But before that, let me see. Let me look at our message board, 40127. Thank you so much for always staying tuned and keeping in touch. Okay, you want to listen to Janet Jackson. Please remember my question. We discussed your question. We have been discussing your question today. Babawanda says, lines being crossed anyways. Drop me Billy Ocean's Get Out of My Dreams, Get Into My Car on the request. Okay, thank you. I'll do that. Humphrey Asuma says, this is mostly done to women. Some tunalea watoi wa maboss. Hey, God. Wait, this is mostly done to women. Some tunalea watoi wa maboss. But my fellow men, style up. Would you? Do you think you're raising like your boss's child in your house secretly? That's disgusting. I'm sorry. So what do you plan to do? What? Just one issue at a time. I've gotten an earful from that tongue lashing we got from Ichi a little earlier. Paul Gasheri says, I'm doing good here in Kitale. Thank you so much, Paul. Glad to hear that. William says, Nakuru hakuna mitambo. Yeah, okay. I'm going to notify technical, but let's listen to some audio from you. You spoke to my amazing producers, and this is what you had to say. You can send us a voice note, by the way. Nowadays, you can record your audio and share it in our DMs on Facebook, on all our platforms, really. So, yeah, however you want to communicate, shoot your shot. So here's more of your 2 cents, and then we get back to the jams, yeah?
When my boss advances at me, I will compose myself. That is number one, because you have to think before addressing that particular matter. That composure will help you to figure out how the approach is all about, so that at the end of the day you don't ruin your relationship with your boss, and in the long run you ruin your career, because sometimes you might refuse to be approached by your boss and you lose your job. So sometimes it is good to think critically, and when you are thinking about it, you ensure that you strike a balance, so that you don't also lose your job in return. So that is what I'll do when I'm approached by my boss.
I'll just find a way to stop her. Just tell her I'm uneasy, I'm not comfortable, and definitely I'm that kind of a person who cannot date at my workplace. I'd rather date somebody else, because if I start dating at workplace, chances are very high I'm going to behave unprofessional. Yeah.
I just tell them I don't date colleagues or bosses, and it's a no. Yeah.
First of all, I analyze the situation. If it will be in my benefit, I'll continue entertaining it. But if it's not in my benefit, HR,
it's okay. It's fine. Depends with how the boss is. If she's fine, why should I deny? At the end of the day, my boss is also human. Yeah. So you don't know where it might lead. It might lead, in green pastures. I like it.
So if your boss is making advances at you, there's even men bosses who make advances to male staff. So in such a situations, basically just let them know that whatever relationship we'll have, let's keep it professional, because it will bring issues at work. We might even start dating, bring issues from the house, start bringing them to the house and stuff like that. So although it might hurt you in the long run, maybe you might miss some promotions and stuff, but I'd say keep it professional and stay away from that.